She's so beautiful. She's black and beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's black and beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's Africa.
Hey, welcome to episode 3 of the Stella Damasus Diaries. Thank you all for all the emails you've been sending and for watching the first 2 episodes. I'm really happy and encouraged. Thank you for all the prayers, all the encouragement, all the ideas too that you've given to me to use. They're fantastic. Keep them coming. Don't stop. Well, anyway, I was going through the internet. I was looking for some things. I like to do research, and I stumbled on something. I don't know if you remember the old episodes of Sesame Street. I just saw it by accident, and I clicked on it, and I started watching, and it just took my mind back. Especially that episode, some of the songs that I love. I love to sing in the shower. It just took me back to those times when we were kids. We didn't have any care in the world whatsoever, no responsibilities, nothing. We just had fun. And from there, I started clicking on others. You know, I saw Super Ted. Oh, I loved Super Ted. I saw Voltron, Terrahawks, Fraggle Rock, Roadrunner, Popeye the Sailor Man. It was a lot. I also remembered shows like Space 1999, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, Cosby Show. Oh my goodness, it was a lot. I just kept going and going, and I almost cried. I won't lie. I'm also emotional, and I just wondered how different things are now. The way those shows made us feel. It just put us in a place. We just felt on top of the world, and we were happy. Whether your parents were wealthy or not, the fact that you could just be sucked into those shows just made you feel like you belonged to something. You belonged to an era, and it was fun. You had things to talk about. And I wondered how different, those shows are from what we have today. Sometimes I'm shocked at the kind of things I see on television, especially children's content. So then I decided to ask my children. I asked them, do you know Super Ted? Have you ever heard of Super Ted? Have you ever come across Voltron? Do you know who Popeye is? Do you even know Bill Cosby? And they were like, well, Cosby, yeah, but Super Ted, what's that? I said, oh my days, you've not heard of Space 1999? Famous 5. Okay, just at least Famous 5. Well, we read the book by Enid Blyton, and it was painful. So you know what I did? I took them to my computer. I said, let me give you an example of the things that I used to watch, and I played some of the different ones for them, and they laughed at a lot of them. Oh my goodness, what's this? This is so fake. Oh, this is like this. And I'm like, look at you. But you know what? They found some of it very interesting, especially the old Sesame Street, and they wanted to see more and see more. And some of the songs they just caught some of the songs, and they just started humming them, and I felt good that at least they could enjoy some of the things that we enjoyed. And after doing that, that was it. For me, it was flashback period, because I was trying to steam my daughter's hair one day. We wanted to do it at home because I love to do my hair at home, especially for my kids as well, and I wanted to steam it. So I brought out this old jar that I have, and it's filled with shea butter. That's what everybody knows it as shea butter, but we call it Ori. And this one is undiluted. There's no chemical, nothing. It's very natural. So it came in a very old nylon bag, and I put it in a very old jar as well. So when my daughter saw, she was like, "Are you gonna put this in my hair, mommy?" I'm like, "Yeah." She says, "No, it's gross. It smells." I'm like, I don't blame you, because now you have a lot of products out there. But I remember growing up, shea butter was an essential thing in every home. For your hair, for your skin, even your nails. You know, it was so good for everything. And I remembered how, you know, my mother would put the shea butter in our hair and then use that, you know, that stretching comb that you put on top the stove and all of that, and it will go very hot, and use it and stretch the hair. We didn't have straighteners at that time. We didn't have all them hair dryers and things. We used stretching comb, and she would stretch the hair. You will see the steam coming. But for some reason, our hair was never damaged. I don't know how they did it. If you try it now, you will lose half of your hair. But it was amazing how, you know, things have changed. Even right down to medicine. Old remedies that we had. Because I remember then my grandfather, he would say, if you have diabetes, boil bitter leaf from the farm, straight from the farm, boil it and drink it. I'm like, I would die. Drink bitter leaf for what? For malaria, they will boil what we call ugu. You boil it and drink it, and you're good. I'm like, okay, this is... But then, I had one experience. It might sound funny to you, but I'm being honest with you. Now, I had a boil, a huge boil, in a very funny area, I wouldn't say. And I was in the village with my mom, and my grandmom came and brought palm oil, and she put it near the gas, and it was so hot, and she was going to put it on my butt. I screamed, I'm like, you can't do that. She said, don't worry, let me put it, you will be alright, don't worry. I'm honest with you, she put it, I screamed, but you know, it just went boom. I'm like, excuse me, what just happened? And it was like, for everything that was wrong with the kid, ringworm, convulsion, they were using palm oil, herbs, this and that. They didn't have time for antibiotics, anti-malaria drugs, this and that. My grandfather lived to be over 100 years old before he died. And I never saw him take a pill. I never saw him take any food that, you know, that stayed in the fridge or anything. No, he went to his farm almost every day. Everything he ate was fresh. I couldn't deal with that, but he was very healthy. And then after a long time, everything was canned food. You know, buy ready-made boiled chicken, boiled shrimps, mixed vegetable in a can. Everything was canned, and then all of a sudden, different diseases and things. Now we are going back to where we started from. Now we're drinking green tea, green coffee bean extracts. We are using avocado for skin. Now we're going back to where we came from. Everything is now organic. Oh yeah, I'm like, so we're going full circle. Just like the fashion, like the froze that they used to have, like the short Irambuba they used to have. Everything is going back to the way it was. Those tight pair of trousers that people used to wear, the funny colors, the big bow ties, the polka dots and the stripes at the same time, the neon colors that people used to run away from. We're going back there. And then I went again, and my mind just opened up, and it took me to those adverts that we used to love. Remember, hey joy girl, or come on everybody wherever you are, enjoy the brighter life star, or Venus de Milo, or Barley Soda is the bubbly, or Super Visco Static, dun, dun, dun. Oh my days, I almost cried, I laughed, I was happy. Then I remembered, though for those of you who schooled in Niger, especially in those parts of Niger where, for us, our closest relationship with cartoon was Bazooka Joe, the bubble gum that had the wrap. You know, when you open the wrap, there are cartoons inside of it. Bazooka Joe was like, you know, a main character. If you don't have Bazooka bubble gum, I'm sorry, your father doesn't have money. Sorry. And then there was Dandy. Then there was Robots, and then there was the 2A and 2B Olympic exercise book. You know, you will pack it. You tell your father, if you have like 5 subjects, you tell him it's 10 subjects, so he can give you, because for us at that time, the more 2A and 2B you had, oh, you were the star. Of course, with your HB pencil, your 2B pencil, but those notebooks, ooh, to die for. They were amazing. Wow, those were the days. Those were the days. I think about then, I think about now, and I'm hoping that we haven't lost all the innocence. And then I also started remembering all our old music, the old school music, and I was amazed at how rich we were, how music brought everybody together, how the musicians at that time were so passionate about what they were doing. For them, it wasn't about the money, the humility in it. the humble beginning, everything. They loved music. Music was their life. I remembered Sonia Okosun, you know, oh gosh, God rest his soul. Christy Estienne Ibukwe, you know, Teten Nula, oh God, I remember Mike Okri, oh my girl, you know, I remember Veno, Nigeria go survive, Africa go survive. I remember Onyeka, of course, everybody knows Onyeka when she's a legend. All her songs, you know, One Love, the one she did with King Sunny Ade, Wait for Me, Baby Plan With Me. I even remember Dora Ifudu. She had her own, I felt that she was one of the greatest musicians ever. A lot of people didn't understand her music. They thought, oh, she was too eccentric. I believe that she was just way ahead of her time. And when I heard her own version of Loving You, it's easy, cause I was amazed. Another person I thought was way ahead of his time was Alex O. La 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 la, celebrate. I love those songs. I grew up with Evie Edna. Oh, Madamania, Nya, Varo, Ima Ogosi, you know, Eba Welemdio. Even down to Benin, Sir Victor Wifo, Guitar Boy, Felix Liberty, I'm your number boy, you know, Baby Don't Cry, Chrisamba. Oh my days. I remember Obion Yoha. I wanna feel your love, Stella Monye, Hakumi, yeah, Ratimi. There's this Princess Bumi. Batamia do go, no, Batamia do go, right? Fumi Adams, Nigeria, my beloved country. Oh God, there are so many of them. They were amazing. You know, King Sonia Ade, Sashina Peters, Benizal Bay, Sekira Yinde Barrister, Christians. Oh, there were lots of them. I just couldn't get enough of it. Some of them have passed away. May their souls rest in peace. Most of them that are still alive today, whether they're still in music or not, I just feel that we should celebrate them now that they're alive. We shouldn't forget them. I might not have a plaque to give each and every one of them, but this is my own way of celebrating them for everything that they did, because if they hadn't paved the way, I don't think we will have a thriving music industry today, regardless of what anybody says. I just want to say a very big thank you to them for providing such wealth of information. And for those of you out there, go to YouTube. You'll be amazed at the things you'll find, the old music videos you'll find, the old shows you'll find. Even in the markets today, they're beginning to put all their songs together in different CDs. Try and buy. Don't forget that during their time, there was nothing, we're not paying them back with royalties right now, and that's the sad truth. So it's a struggle, it's not easy. So whatever you can do to remember those people. I especially want to thank a friend of mine, a great guy who I think swept the whole of Nigeria and the world over, Blackie. I loved his songs. I sang all his songs. He was amazing. I want to thank Uncle, my favorite uncle, Tony Okoroji, who was a musician at that time, but even now he's fighting for the rights of the young artists with a lot of things he's doing. These people are amazing, and I just want to say thank you. I remember a lot of things today, and I will remember more, but I'm throwing this out to you for those ones that I forgot. If you remember anything, if you want me to talk about anything, send me an email, StellaDamasus@gmail.com. Send us your comments with positive things to say about these people, the ones that you remember that we didn't mention, people that you would like to celebrate. Let's celebrate them now. I had fun today, I did, and I hope you enjoy watching this particular episode. And I hope I take your mind back to your childhood. Tell me about it if you want to. I'll be glad to read from you. So, remember, it's not who they say you are, it's who God says you are. See ya.
She's so beautiful.